right, Rick's About the Morning Show, 8:14 before the top of the hour. Yeah, we got the one and only Dr. MJ Collier with our COVID-19 and vaccine updates. Dr. Collier, good morning. I know we got to be seeing some light at the end of the tunnel.
We are seeing sunlight, Ricky, but that might be a train coming towards you. So good morning, and thanks everybody for listening to our coronavirus update this morning. So now we're at 493,000 deaths. The death rate has decreased from about 4,000 a day down to 2,000 a day, so we can't celebrate 2,000 people a day dying, but that virtually guarantees we'll reach 500,000 before the end of this month. So as the country awaits the Johnson & Johnson's vaccine authorization, which we thought would be this week, and now it's thought to be probably next Friday at the latest, the government is pinning great hopes on that one-shot dose. Think that's going to change things. The company promised that they would have 100 million doses available, but there are just a few million doses available, and the 100 million doses of the single-dose vaccine that were promised won't be available until the end of June. So that's going to delay vaccinations. There are vaccine shortages that are delaying the administration of second doses of vaccine. I'm having that problem with my personal patients. The vaccine that was originally being held in reserve so that the second dose was guaranteed to be available. Now they have released it because it was deemed it was more important to get one dose and that more people to increase the chances for herd immunity. So they are now have released those, so they're not available. There are production delays and delivery delays around the country right now because of the weather. Manufacturing people can't get to work to make it. Once it's made, they can't get it out. Flights are being canceled and or delayed. So now there's a backlog of thousands of people that had appointments for the second doses that now have to be rescheduled. But, the scientists say that the Pfizer and the Moderna vaccine, the two-shot doses, instead of being administered at 3 and 4 weeks for the second dose, that up to 6 weeks after the first dose would be okay and appropriate, and it should not change the efficacy. So that's where we are with that. The U.S. is ramping up vaccinations. 55 million first and second doses have been administered, and more than 71 million doses have already been distributed. Now, they got FEMA, the Federal Emergency Management Agency, setting up vaccine sites. Their small sites are capable of doing 3,000 vaccines a day, or vaccinations a day, and some of their larger sites can do double that amount, so 6,000 at any FEMA setup. Partnering with the Department of Defense, they're putting some of these reservists, particularly the medical people, on staff to do that. So it's been confirmed that people who have recovered from COVID-19, ergo people that have natural immunity, or those who have received at least one dose of the vaccine. So either one of those scenarios, you had it and you have recuperated from it, or you've gotten at least one dose of vaccine. You got not only immunity from antibodies, but you have T cells capable of responding to the new variants. So we're hoping that even though as the new variants numbers increases, that it's not going to make much of a difference because we're not going to see, a new surge because the vaccines and natural immunity are recognizing it and are able to fight it. So that's where we are, Ricky.
Man, and Dr. Collier, for me personally, having T cells and one dose, what is my immunity? Is that
so you should be at 95% easily. Okay. Easily. And so, not 100%. None of it gives you 100%. But, right. At this point, the only thing, again, that Dr. Fauci and the COVID team say you now don't have to do, you don't have to isolate if you're exposed to somebody else. And if you're in a group of people that also have had the vaccinations and your vaccine status is stable, then you don't have to worry about as much social distancing, masking, etc. You could be safe in that environment and you can relax a little bit.
All right, Dr. Collier, let everybody know how can they get that 5,000 international units of vitamin D every single day to help you fight off coronavirus, just in case you haven't been, had your vaccine.
Okay, so one thing, Ricky, a study came out about vitamin D therapy, and one of the other pathways is the 50,000 international unit dose once a week, but it's found that the 5,000 dose daily is you get a better outcome. It boosts your immune system more. So what we've been recommending for months and months has been confirmed once again by the science that came from the University of Chicago study. They said 5,000 international units of vitamin D per day gives you a much better immune system boost than 50,000 once a week. So you can go to my website, lipodrops.com, to find out more about vitamin D therapy, and you can reach me on all social media at Ask Dr. MJ. And remember, these are the opinions of Dr. MJ Collier, not those of Rickey Smiley. The Rickey Smiley Morning Show cast members, including the Brat, Gary with the T, Rock T, and Special K, and all its radio affiliates around the country and around the world.
That is a thank you, y'all. Give it up, show your love one time for the one and only Dr. MJ Collier.